Okay, so before I even get into this reading, I need you to stop whatever you're doing right now. Because what just came through for you, what the energy is saying about you specifically, it stopped me in my tracks before I even hit record. Like, I had to take a breath because it was that heavy. That real. And I think you're going to feel it too, because this isn't just a reading. This is a confirmation. This is the universe tapping you on the shoulder and saying, baby, they see you. They all see you. And they can't look away. Something has shifted in you recently. And I don't just mean on the surface. I mean deep. Like something in your bones has rearranged itself. Something in the way you carry yourself, the way you walk into a room, the way you've been moving through your life lately, it's different. You're different. And whether you know it or not, whether you've been consciously working on yourself or whether it happened so quietly you almost missed it, the people around you, they caught it. They caught it before you did. And that's what this reading is about today. Because the energy coming through for you right now is so loud, so undeniable, I almost don't even have words. But I'm going to try. So stay with me. Let's just get into it because Spirit is not waiting right now. They are moving fast today. The very first thing I'm picking up on, and this hit me like a wave the moment I tuned into your energy, is that there is somebody in your life, or somebody who has been orbiting your life, who has been watching you in a way that goes beyond casual. This is not just someone who notices you here and there. This is someone who has been paying close, deliberate, almost obsessive attention to everything you do. The way you talk. The way you laugh. The way you handle hard things. The way you show up even on the days when life isn't easy. And what's coming through so clearly is that this person has reached a point where they are convinced, fully, completely convinced, that you are unlike anyone they have ever encountered before. Not just physically. Not just on the outside. But who you are, the energy you carry, the way you exist in the world. It is doing something to them that they are not prepared for, and honestly, they don't know what to do with themselves right now. And here's what I love about this, because Spirit is really showing me this clearly. This person is not someone who falls easily. This is not someone who goes around being emotionally available to just anybody. They have walls. They have standards. They've been burned before and they have spent a long time protecting themselves. And yet here you are. Just being you. Not even trying. Just existing in your truth, moving through your life, doing what you do, and you have completely dismantled something inside of them. Something they thought was locked. You unlocked it just by being yourself, and I need you to sit with how powerful that is. Now let me go deeper, because this is where it gets really real. The energy around you right now is one of elevation. Of ascension. Of a glow-up that is so undeniable that even people who don't know you that well are picking up on it. Strangers are looking at you differently. People in your circle are looking at you differently. There's something radiating off of you lately that is magnetic, and I mean that in the most literal energetic sense. You have been doing the inner work, consciously or not, and it is showing up on the outside of your life in ways you may not have fully registered yet. But everybody else has. Everybody else clocked it. What I'm getting is that some of you have been through an incredibly difficult season recently. A season of stripping away. Of losing things that no longer served you, relationships, situations, versions of yourself that felt safe but were actually just comfortable. And instead of collapsing, you did something rare. You rebuilt yourself. You got quieter. More certain. More anchored in who you actually are underneath all the noise. And that anchoring? That stillness and that certainty that you've cultivated? It is one of the most attractive things a person can possess, and you have it in abundance right now. You have arrived at a version of yourself that is so authentically, unapologetically you, and the universe is applauding. People are applauding. Even the ones doing it quietly. Even the ones who would never say it out loud. Okay, because I'm also getting something really significant about your path forward and I don't want to skip past it. There is a recognition coming for you. A real, tangible, external recognition. And I feel like for many of you, this has to do with your career, your purpose, your calling, whatever arena you've been quietly putting your head down and doing the work in. Spirit is telling me that something is about to break open for you in that space. Something that you have been building, something you have been pouring yourself into, it is about to reach a tipping point. And when it does, it is going to feel sudden to the outside world. People around you are going to act surprised. They're going to act like it came out of nowhere. But you and I both know, and Spirit knows, that this has been years in the making. You have been doing the work in the dark. You have been showing up even when nobody was watching, even when the results weren't coming fast enough, even when you wondered if it was all worth it. It was worth it. It is worth it. And the doors that are about to open for you are not random. They are the direct result of who you have become and what you have refused to give up on. So if you've been second-guessing yourself lately, if you've been questioning your path or your timing, let this be the confirmation that you needed. Keep moving. Keep building. Because what's coming is going to make everything you went through make sense. And financially, I need to say this clearly because the energy around it is really strong. There is a shift coming to your financial reality that is going to feel like a breath of fresh air after a very long time holding your breath. For some of you, it's a raise. For some, it's a business venture finally gaining real momentum. For others, it's an opportunity that comes through a connection, something that seems almost too perfectly timed. Don't overthink it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Receive it. You are entering a season of abundance and you deserve to receive it without guilt and without fear. Now let me come back to the person I was talking about earlier because Spirit is pulling me back there and they clearly want me to say more. This person who has been watching you, who has been quietly, intensely devoted to you from a distance, I'm getting that they talk about you. Like they actually talk about you to other people. Maybe not in an obvious way. Maybe not in a way where they're just gushing openly. But in conversation, your name comes up. In moments when they're with the people they trust, they bring you up. They mention something you said. Something you did. The way you handled a situation. And the people around them can tell, even if this person tries to play it cool, the people around them can see it all over their face when they talk about you. There is an involuntary softness that shows up. An involuntary light. And they might not even be aware of it themselves, but everybody else is. What's interesting is that this person carries themselves with a lot of confidence in most areas of their life. They are not someone who struggles with self-assurance in general. They know what they bring to the table. They know their worth. And that actually makes it more significant, the fact that you are the one who makes them feel uncertain. The fact that you are the one who makes them second-guess their next move. Because someone like this is not used to that feeling. And instead of it pushing them away, it is pulling them in deeper. The challenge of you, the mystery of you, the fact that you are not easily read or easily won, it is consuming them. And I want to say something here because this is important. This is not someone who is just physically attracted to you, though that energy is absolutely present. This is someone who is fascinated by your mind. By the way you think. By the fact that you see things other people don't see. By the fact that you have depths that most people don't take the time to discover in themselves. They see those depths in you and they want to understand them. They want to sit inside of your world for a while and understand how you got to be this way. That curiosity, that deep, genuine curiosity about who you are, is one of the foundations of something real. Something that has real potential. Okay, I'm picking up on something else now and I want to be careful about how I say this because I want you to receive it fully. There's a version of you that has been holding back. Maybe not consciously. Maybe not in every area of your life. But there is something, a dream, an idea, a desire, a version of yourself that you have been keeping slightly under wraps. Maybe because of fear. Maybe because of past hurt. Maybe because you've learned over time that it's safer to keep your cards close to your chest. And Spirit is telling me that this holding back, is not something you need to keep doing anymore. The season you are walking into is asking you to let yourself be fully seen. Not just seen by others. Seen by yourself. Fully, honestly, without apology seen. Because here is what the energy is showing me, the things you've been keeping quiet about yourself. The parts of you that you don't usually let people access quickly. Those are the exact parts of you that are going to change your life. Those are the exact parts of you that this person is already half in love with even without fully knowing them yet. And those are the parts of you that your purpose is built on. So the permission you've been waiting for? This is it. You don't have to earn the right to be fully yourself. You already are. And it's time to stop dimming that. Let me talk about your relationships for a second because Spirit is showing me something about the energy of how people experience you, and I think this is going to resonate hard for a lot of you. People in your life, and I mean this in the most beautiful way, people do not forget you. Like once you have touched someone's life, once you have let someone into your energy even briefly, they carry you. You leave an impression that doesn't fade easily. There's something about the way you engage with people, the way you actually listen, the way you see people, there's a quality of presence you carry when you choose to offer it that most people only dream of experiencing. And the ones who have experienced it? They think about it. Often. More than they would ever admit. For some of you, there is someone from your past, someone you may have let go of, or someone who stepped away from you, or someone where things just didn't work out the way either of you hoped, and this person has never fully moved on from the experience of knowing you. I'm getting that they have tried. They have genuinely tried to redirect their energy, to open themselves up to other connections. But something keeps pulling them back to the memory of you. The feeling of you. And for some of you, this is about to become relevant again in real time. A reach out. A conversation. Something that brings this person back into your awareness. And you will have to decide how you want to receive that. What you do with it is entirely up to your own heart, your own discernment. But Spirit wanted you to know it's coming so you're not caught off guard. For those of you who are in a current connection or partnership right now, what I'm getting is beautiful and I want you to receive this. There is someone who wakes up and their first thought goes to you. Not in a passive way. In an active, intentional way. Like their first real moment of consciousness in the morning is colored by the fact that you exist in their life. And throughout their day, in random moments, a song, a phrase, something that happens at work, something funny they see, you are who they want to share it with. You are who they think of. And even if your connection is new, even if you two are still figuring out the language of what you are to each other, what they feel is not casual. What they feel is building towards something that they intend to take seriously. Give it space. Don't rush it. Don't second guess what you feel either. Because the energy between you and this person is real and it is growing, and Spirit is confirming that there is genuine depth here that deserves to be explored. I want to come back to the theme of this reading one more time because I feel like Spirit wants me to close this in a specific way. Something about the way you've been moving lately. That's the phrase that kept coming through for me when I sat down to tune in. Not something about what you've accomplished. Not something about where you're going. The way you've been moving. The energy you carry while you move. The intention behind your steps. The quiet confidence that has been building in you, maybe slowly, maybe so slowly you didn't even notice it happening, but it has been happening. And it has not gone unnoticed. The world notices people who have done the work on themselves. Real people, people with depth and discernment, they are drawn like a current towards someone who has genuinely grown. Not performed growth. Not announced it. Actually done it. Quietly. Consistently. In the private moments when no one was watching. You have been doing that. And the result is an energy around you right now that is turning heads, opening doors, and awakening something in the people who are lucky enough to be near you. I need you to walk differently after this reading. Not differently like you're putting on a performance. Differently like you actually understand the weight of what you carry. Differently like you know, for real, in your bones, that you are not ordinary. That your presence matters. That your energy shifts rooms. That your story is not over. That actually, in so many ways, it is just beginning. There's one last thing Spirit is asking me to say, and I'm not going to skip it. You have been more patient than most people know. You have held yourself together in situations that would have broken other people. You have stayed graceful in circumstances that didn't deserve your grace. And you have kept going, kept building, kept believing, kept showing up on days when you had every reason to stop. That is not small. That is not common. And the universe does not let that kind of devotion and resilience go unrewarded. What is being prepared for you on the other side of this season is a direct reflection of the person you chose to become through everything you have been through. So receive this. All of it. The recognition that's coming. The love that's shifting in your direction. The financial doors that are opening. The version of yourself that is rising. Receive it without guilt. Without suspicion. Without waiting for it to be taken away. You are walking into a season of yes. And you have earned every single part of it. Thank you for being here. If this resonated, you already know what to do. And remember, you are being watched, in the best possible way. Walk like you know it.